Welcome to a night at the stables. A true night at the stables.
Tropical edition.
I love pineapple juice.
Okay. Yummy.
Welcome. I'm Maggie.
And I'm Carly.
And this is the first time we've remembered to say that.
Yeah, usually it's halfway through. Featuring our shower curtain that you saw in the last video.
And it's windy, so it's tied up again.
Yes. But tonight, we're going to do something a little different. Well, I guess.
A lot different?
Yeah, a lot different.
Because nobody's writing in to tell us what they want to hear.
Exactly.
Although we've got so many of you watching.
Come on, people.
Some ideas, please. Tonight, we're talking about horror, but
dating scene
horror.
Yes.
And I know there are many folks out there that have some dating horror stories.
Yes. And when we mean horror, it could be scary, weird, funny. I mean, just anything.
Anything. I've got some pretty bad horror stories.
Yeah. Well, to start it off light, I will talk about my first date with Colby.
Oh, do tell.
So I was living in the Valley at the time, and he was working in Stafford, but I wanted him to come see me. So he came down and saw me. On his way down, his tailpipe fell off of his truck, so he had to take... So the tailpipe or the exhaust pipe or whatever you want to call it was sitting in the bed of the truck, and then his truck overheated on the way down. So what do? I had my friend drop me off at O'Reilly's to meet up with him at O'Reilly's.
And this was like a first date?
Yeah, this was our first date.
Oh my gosh.
And after O'Reilly's, I don't remember exactly what we did afterwards, but I know we went to Walmart, the Walmart I used to work at. And
hi, Albert. I fed you.
Featuring Albert, the cat that you cannot see.
Albert, he's on the ladder.
Is he really?
He's on the ladder.
Oh my gosh.
Shine your light on him. Look at him.
I know, I see him.
Hey, this is Albert.
I don't know if you can.
Can you see him? I don't know.
I don't think you can.
He's an outdoor cat. Hey, Kaylee, your cat's making an appearance. Albert.
Get off the ladder.
I put food in your bowl. Go get it.
Freaking cat.
Now, you want to come in here and annoy? No, I don't want you coming in here. You're going to annoy us. He'll be drinking our tropical fruit drinks.
Yeah. But I remember we went to Walmart, and if I remember right, he locked his keys inside of his truck.
Oh, geez.
While we were at Walmart.
This is called two blondes dating.
And so I remember he had to crawl through that backsliding window, the little tiny backsliding window.
Hey, at least it was one of the ones that opened. It's not one of the power ones.
Yeah, it's so,
God bless.
He climbed through there to unlock the truck, and that was our first date with me and Colby. And now here we are 5 years later.
And he's dragging his feet. Hopefully we'll have a night at the stables proposal edition. Colby. Just saying.
So yeah, that was our first date.
Yeah. Do I want to go there with any of mine?
You should.
I should?
You should.
Which one? The first or the last one?
All of them.
So I sound like I'm going to say my first husband because there's been so many. I had been dating this fellow for like 18 months. And I thought that we were dating because I believed that when you've been dating somebody for over a year, you're a couple. I was mistaken. I showed up at the beach house. I got off of work early. He was having sex with somebody on the couch. So I turned around and left. And I was distraught. I wouldn't talk to him again. And I didn't shower. I didn't talk to my friends. I didn't get out of bed. My mom enlisted my best friend back then and asked her to please come and help me. So she came over, got me dressed after taking a shower, And we went to this bar in Hicksville. I don't even remember the bar. There was a DJ playing though. It was kind of fun. And there was this blonde haired guy. He had curly blonde hair and he was tall. He was pretty good looking. Not my usual. Yeah, I don't think I've ever dated a blonde actually. But that's besides the point. But I thought he was really good looking, and this kid came up to me and said, "Hey, my friend wants to meet you." And I was like, "Oh," because I had seen him hanging out with the blonde guy. I'm like, "Yay, I'm gonna meet the blonde guy." No, he takes me over to this table, and I met my ex-husband. And had my ex-husband not said, "I have a motorcycle," I would have walked away. But he had me at motorcycle. And then his mother proceeded to throw him a surprise birthday party after our wedding reception. So our first night was spent separate because I went home in my wedding dress and he stayed. And she proceeded to throw surprise birthday parties for him every anniversary. His birthday was August 10th. The anniversary was August 28th. Go figure.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta love
monster-in-laws.
You gotta love mommy's boys.
Don't even get me started. Dare I talk about the one I'm married to now? I love him so much. But man, Gregory, our first date was at Sonic.
Okay.
It was okay though. I mean, we talked. Yeah. We got there. I want to say we got there around 8:00, and we talked until 2 in the morning. And we actually left Sonic because a whole bunch of high school kids showed up with their radios thumping.
Yeah.
And
I'm a little guilty of that. I love loud music.
So we went to the Bash's parking lot and we just talked and talked and talked for hours. And our second date, we went out and we drove until the radio stopped.
Oh.
And there was no more radio station.
Yeah.
And then we just laid in the back of the pickup truck and looked at the stars. It was great. It was easy dating. And nothing nasty happened. We just laid in the back of the pickup truck, talked and looked at the stars. It was pretty wonderful.
Yeah.
And then he slept over one night. And I figured he'd leave the next day. And he didn't. And then a week later, I'm like, "Hey, aren't you going to go home?" And he didn't. And a month later, I was just like, "Hey, mother-in-law, could you please take your son back?" And she said no.
That's pretty much what happened with Colby and I. Like, he spent the night at my house one night and then just never left.
They never leave. But I'm okay with it.
I love you, Colby.
Yeah. Greg is awesome. He's my hero.
I remember, like, I think it was his brother talking about it. His brother was like, "Yeah, we saw him 1 minute and then just never saw him again after that." Yeah. Well, shall I read one?
Okay.
From Reddit.
We have a Reddit horror story.
Yes.
And on this horror story, we're going to give our opinion afterwards.
Yes. So this person said, "Girl came up to me from behind while I was wearing a jacket and told me she liked my shirt. She seemed nice enough, just nervous, and honestly, she was good looking, so I just brushed it off. At the end of the day, we exchanged numbers and got to talking later. 30 minutes later, we were texting, and she asked me to be her boyfriend."
Okay.
I'm like, "Sure, totally." But then it got real bad. She starts sending me videos of her singing. She was not a good singer, mind you. After each video, she'd ask me, "Do you think I'm cute? Do you like it?" etc. I sort of awkwardly, just passively nodded along and hoped to chalk it up to nerves. Then, with the video, she started to ask me, "Do you love me?" multiple times. It was getting bad, so I decided to jump ship and break off the relationship that I had only just started less than an hour ago.
Oh my God.
But she took it semi-decently. The next day, I found out she'd been bouncing around trying to date really any guy who would reciprocate. After her craziness got around enough, no one would. So she moved away and jumped in front of a car. She didn't die, though. She's just crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Some of the, like, I just...
Paige?
People are crazy.
Well, friggin' I dated a blind guy. I had such bad luck with people cheating on me. It was like every guy I dated was what is it with you men? Why is everybody cheat? So I date this blind guy. I'm like, how is a blind guy supposed to cheat on you? He was cheating on me. Oh my god. Okay, next.
Oh, this one is a really weird one. This person said, first date, walking around the Philadelphia Museum of Art at night. The date, female, stops, pulls down her pants, and proceeds to urinate in the middle of a public park path, all while maintaining eye contact and continuing to engage in a conversation with me. I felt bad for the joggers running in the direction we came from.
I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah.
That's really disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, I work in a barn, so I'm not going to say it doesn't happen.
But
it doesn't happen where people see it.
Public park path?
If no one sees it, does it actually happen?
No. Okay, so this person says, got stuck on a dud of a blind double date and fell asleep on the couch. The boys were roommates. Woke up to my date sitting next to me on the couch while intently staring at me. I noped the out and locked myself in the bathroom for the rest of the night. What would you do if you woke up and saw that and that person was just staring at you while you were sleeping?
I'd probably be leaving.
Yeah.
I would have hightailed it past the bathroom and taken my chances walking home.
Out the door.
I like how it says I will try to keep this as short as possible. It's quite long.
Yeah.
All right. I will try to keep this as short as possible. I am taking serious as true and not a serious topic. What?
I just
I am
skipped the
taking
first.
serious as true and not a serious topic, as this is obviously humorous. The black bean soup incident. I went to a small engineering college and there were like 9 girls in my program, one of which was extremely hot and very cool. I was neither, but can be funny, and I use that to my advantage. Over the course of 6 months, I slowly woo her to the point where I am fairly confident that she will say yes upon asking her out. This was in the 90s, by the way, when you still had to manually ask girls out. Manually ask girls out. Yeah. All right. A few more weeks go by, and I finally ask her out, and she accepts. I am completely smitten with this girl. I pick her up at the sorority house, which is an awkward deal if you have never done it before, because a dozen girls answer the door to check you out. I take her to the best restaurant I can find / afford, and so far everything is going great. I order a bowl of the soup of the day and an entree. She orders something inconsequential to the story. As you can guess, the soup du jour is black bean soup. I know where this is going. The waiter is this much more attractive than me, late 20s guy who is obviously scoping my date and subtly flirting with her. So my machismo is activated. So much so that when said waiter suggests I order the cup of soup versus the bowl, as their bowls are very large, I take it as a shot across the bow of my fragile masculinity, insist that I can handle the bowl. The bowl is delivered, and it's more of a tureen. You easily could have fed a family of 4 with leftovers, but now my dumbass has to not only finish it, but do so acting like it's normal to eat a gallon of soup, as I made such a big deal of it. I eat the soup, and I'm already Thanksgiving stuffed when they bring out my entree, which I obviously have to eat, as well as admit to handsome waiter and date that I am an idiot with such a fragile ego that I can't take an obvious suggestion. Blueberry stuck in my teeth. Despite my obvious physical discomfort, my date cannot seem to tell that I am so uncomfortable that I may explode from either end at any instant. Furthermore, as I get up to use the bathroom, my date asks if we can stop by her sorority house on the way to our movie so she can pick up a sweater for the cold weather. Despite the obvious, I say, no problem. And we get up to leave. As I'm walking to the car, I get what feels like a knife to my belt line, followed by a gurgling noise as 8 pounds are transferred from my intestines to my colon. I'm still not worried though as we drive to her place, as it's like 5 minutes to the theater. We get to the sorority house and she asks if I need to come inside for anything. I would like to think she wanted to fool around, but I think she was now picked up on my situation, probably from my profuse sweating and silence. No, I'm fine. And she heads inside to get her coat and do God knows what else because she's in there for what feels like an hour. Then another sharp pain, another gurgle. Have now sweat literally through my clothes as I realize I have to go, and I have to go now. I get up and run to the front door, which isn't helping my situation any, as I desperately scramble to fling open the front door to the sorority house. Locked, of course. It's too late. I run around the side of the house, drop trowel, and proceed to uh, relieve my brains out, pressing my back hard against the side of the building in an attempt to keep from contaminating myself. I was not successful. Though I immediately felt physically better as I put myself back together, I realized in sheer terror that both of my shoes and the lower parts of my pants have been splattered. I start putting together a plan of action, run to the car, run home, explain later when as I'm heading to my car, I spot my date sitting patiently in the passenger seat. Somehow on the spot, I come up with what I thought at the time was a brilliant excuse that I also have to stop by my house to change as I stepped in dog poo while relieving myself on the side of her sorority house. She spared me from having to explain why I could not wait to use the bathroom at the theater. I assumed she was distracted by the horrible odor in the car, but more likely, she knew the truth. Whatever the case, the angel did not make me elaborate anything, and we had a great time the rest of the evening. That's awful.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it took me a year at least minimum. No, I want to say 2 years before I'd fart in front of my husband. And man, he was like, our first date, he was farting. I'm just like, what is it with these guys? They have no couth. And then finally, I got so sick of it that I did finally rip one. And mine are lethal. There's something wrong with my intestines because I can take down wallpaper.
Colby?
What, is that him?
Colby?
Well,
oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh, so this one is kind of a scary one.
Okay. To go with our horror theme.
Yeah. So this person said, matched with a woman online who had a kid. This particular weekend, kid was going to be with the dad. She asked me to come over and hang out. She mentioned she wanted to smoke, so I brought a J. Came over and her house was decent. She had a big sectional couch and she sat right next to me. Fired up the J, passed it to her, and she hits it a few times and gives it back. I hit it as well and offered it back to her, and she says no thanks. I said, okay, no biggie, I'll just put it out. She gets up after a minute and goes into the other room. When she comes back, she's sitting on the other side of the couch and not talking at all. It was then that I noticed that she had something in her hand and she has a death grip on it. I'm talking white knuckles. I asked her if she is okay, and she said, the voices in my head are telling me to stab you. And at this point, I noticed what she was holding is a pencil. I made some kind of awkward laugh, then asked to use her bathroom, got up and saw the garage door was open, didn't even hesitate, right out of the garage.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'd do in that situation. I'd like try to make a run for it, but I don't know if I'd be brave enough to make a run for it.
Well, you know how we were talking about all the murders and stuff that have been happening lately?
Yeah.
What's happening to society? Because something's wrong with everybody's brains.
Mm-hmm.
It's the chemtrails. It's the water.
Social media too.
Yeah, social media too.
Social media has a big impact. Okay, so we're going to switch up this video a little bit. And we're going to
give us your opinion.
Yes. And again, if you have stories Whether
Send
it's
them.
scary stories, dating horror stories, weird, awkward first dates, or weird, awkward instances while you're dating someone, send them. We need stories.
Yes. My life is boring.
My life isn't that boring, but at the same time, it's boring for the fact of stories.
Yeah, my life is boring, except for the horses. It's not boring for the horses.
Am I the for refusing to make my mom's birthday dinner after my family called it our tradition? I'm a 27-year-old female. For the last 5 years, I've hosted my mom's birthday dinner. Not just ordered food and put out plates. I mean, I clean my apartment, borrow chairs, plan the menu, cook, bake the cake, remind everyone what time to show up, make sure my grandma has a ride, and then clean everything after people leave. I didn't mind at first. I love my mom. But somewhere along the way, it stopped being something I did and became something that apparently just magically happened. My brother shows up with flowers, takes pictures, posts another great birthday for mom, and tells everyone he's thoughtful. My dad sits down and says, "You always make it look easy." Then everyone leaves while I'm scraping dishes alone at midnight. This year, in the family group chat, I said I'd love to come, but I wasn't hosting or cooking. I suggested we pick a restaurant or everyone bring in one dish. Nobody replied for 2 days. Then my brother texted, "Wait, so you're just not doing mom's birthday?" I said, "No, I'm not doing everyone's job for mom's birthday." Now my dad says I made her birthday about myself. My brother says I'm punishing mom because I want attention. My mom said she was hurt because she thought this was our little tradition. That part got to me because it was never really our tradition. It was my labor with everyone else's name on it. I still went, I bought flowers, I hugged my mom, I sat down like everybody else. I just didn't bring a cake, 6 trays of food, extra chairs, paper plates, or a backup plan. Now my family says I embarrassed them and ruined something sweet. Am I?
So, in a way, yes, they are. Because did did they reach out and ask for help? Because I don't see
Yeah.
anywhere in there that says that this person asked for help. Now,
Yeah.
granted, if they did ask for help and nobody was willing to do anything but bring flowers and walk out,
That's a different
I
story.
mean, you have to say, hey, why don't you get the plates, get to the table, just assign jobs for everybody. Let
Yeah.
mom sit and watch the boob tube or something.
Yeah.
But if you don't ask for people to pitch in, they're not going to pitch in. So, I don't think going out to dinner at a restaurant is a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it saves a lot of hassle. But if nobody wants to pitch in, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I wouldn't say that they're the. I mean, maybe they could have gone about it a different way, but I wouldn't necessarily say that they're for it.
Yeah. I mean, if they didn't ask for help, though, then kind of they are.
Yeah.
I mean, you have family traditions. We used to go to my grandma's house every Thanksgiving. And then, no, we went to my grandma's house every Christmas. And then we hosted Thanksgiving at our house. Or was it the other way? I don't remember. I just know that we hosted something and I had to cook. My mom would be like, "Maggie, could you please cook the turkey? I have to go sing at church." And I'd cook the turkey and make the stuffing, and I can cook.
I can't cook.
I like to cook.
Colby can cook, but I cannot.
Bleep.
Bleep. Okay, so it says, am I the for refusing to make certain food at my own house in a heat wave? My husband, 35 years old, and I, 35, have 2 kids, 8 months and 4, 8 and 4. One's male, one's female. Here in England, we are currently experiencing a heat wave. Me and my husband are fortunate enough to have a swimming pool, so during heat waves, we tend to host a lot of family gatherings just so everybody has a chance to cool off in the pool. We also have AC in our house. Everybody arrived at about 1 p.m. We had some snack foods around, such as chips, fruit, vegetables, bread, so everybody was snacking. When it was time to make dinner, I looked at the weekly meal schedule on my fridge and started making the dinner that I had already planned to make today. I told everybody in advance what I am making for dinner, just to give them a heads up because I wanted to be polite. Honey barbecue chicken salad with a jacket potato. Is that like a loaded potato?
Well, I don't know.
Huh.
If you know what a jacket potato
let us know. And some raw vegetables. Easy dinner for a heat wave. I already knew my kids would love the dinner, so I wasn't too worried. My sister had 3 kids, 9, 8, and 6. All 3 of her kids are quite picky eaters. They aren't neurodivergent either.
Neurodivergent.
They're just picky eaters. So my sister asked me if I could make them a separate meal, maybe put some chicken nuggets or fish fingers in the air fryer, and maybe put some chips in the air fryer too. I told her that we don't have any of that food in our freezer, and I'm not going to the shop to buy those food items, but I'm also not cooking any more meals than I need to. She then asked if I could make some pesto pasta. I said she can make the pasta herself after I've cooked dinner, but no, I'm not making more food than I already planned. I was already cooking dinner for like 20 people, and that was a lot of stress already. I didn't have the space or time to also cook some pasta. Plus, it was also 34 degrees, which is really hot for England, so I'm assuming Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have an AC unit, but cooking in the heat is still not fun when you have AC.
Yep.
I said dinner is dinner, that's final. There were snacks that her kids would eat, such as crisps, bread, and fruit. So it's not like her kids would starve because there was food available. Everybody left half an hour ago, but now my mom is texting me and saying I was wrong to not just accommodate my sister's kids. She said that I didn't have to make such a big deal. So am I the...
No.
Yes.
No. If you want something different and the cooks already cooked their food, cook your own food.
Mhm.
Jeez, lazy, entitled freaking
Plus,
people.
They're your kids. You cook your
it's nobody else's responsibility. I mean, you gave them the menu, you told them what you're having.
Mhm.
If you dislike it, pick something up.
Yeah.
Or frickin' make something for yourself.
Well, even then, like maybe they would be more willing if the sister offered to go get the food. Because
Right.
if I were that person, I probably would have been a little bit more willing if they went to go get the food. And I'd be like, okay, whatever.
I still wouldn't want to cook something separate if I've already cooked dinner.
Well, yeah, but I just feel like it wouldn't have been so bad if they at least offered to go get food. I still probably
like,
said no, but at least they offered, you know?
I would have been like, go heat up your own house in this heat wave.
Yeah.
I understand wanting a salad. I have a pot roast I want to cook, and my air conditioner stinks. It does not work well at all. And the crock pot heats the house up. It's great during the winter.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know.
I hope you guys can see us okay.
We got thunder rolling in, thunder and lightning. We're watching the lightning in the distance.
Keep your fingers crossed and hope that it rains, because that would be really nice.
I want more rain. Would I be for asking my daughter's boyfriend to stop having dinner with us? Yeah.
Well, it depends.
My daughter, I thought it said 12, it says 21. My daughter, 21, has been dating this guy, 24, for 2 years. It's fairly serious. He is from Mexico and has been in the US since he was 3 years old. He has a strange phobia of not wanting anyone to see him eat, and it's real. I've literally never seen this kid put a bite of food in his mouth, despite spending a fair amount of time around him. He is thin, but doesn't look unhealthy. The problem is, we will take them out to dinner, occasionally for the holidays or special occasions. He always orders a full meal. He will cut the food up, push it around on his plate, but not eat any of it. Then, after the meal, he will donate leftovers to someone else. It's even worse when I make home-cooked meals and they come to dinner. He does the same thing. He takes a full plate of food, pushes it around, cuts it up, makes it look messed with, but doesn't eat any of it. Then he will scrape all the food into the trash can afterwards. I'm starting to get enraged over this. He wastes horrendous amounts of food, and I can't stand the money wasted when we buy him expensive restaurant meals that go completely uneaten. It's even caused a few scenes with waiters asking him what's wrong. Do they need to change his order, etc. I've talked to my daughter privately and said if he doesn't want to eat, that's fine. Just tell him to stop taking plates of food and ordering in restaurants. Her response was, but in his culture, it's rude for him to not take food. I'm not asking him to do that. But I find it so rude that he's willing to keep wasting our money. Food isn't cheap. Yes, food is not cheap. Yes. Would I be the asshole for just announcing that he's no longer invited to meals?
I really don't think so. I think if he were, because I get, like, I know people that do have that fear of eating in front of other people. Like, if he were to take the food home and eat it at home, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
Well,
But for him to just throw the food away and not even, especially at a restaurant.
but I'm getting a different vibe out of this one. She says he's thin, but not unhealthy thin. But has she seen him naked? Because clothing hides a lot.
That's true. Yeah.
He could be anorexic.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is not an issue with he doesn't want people seeing him eat. Because if he doesn't want people seeing him eat, then he would take the food with him.
Yeah.
But he's just throwing it in the trash or giving
Yeah.
it away. So this sounds more like something medical going on, and he should probably see a counselor.
Yeah.
Right? It sounds like anorexia to me.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't want people to think he doesn't eat.
That's true. Yeah.
He just binges later.
Well, so say it's in the situation where he's not anorexic and he's completely normal. Would you think that this person wasn't?
No. I would absolutely tell her to tell him unless he's going to eat a meal.
Yeah.
You know, come and get your glass of water.
Yes. So, am I for getting an extra order of fries for my girlfriend?
Does she steal your fries? Is that what this is about?
Maybe. We'll see. Hold on. I need a drink first.
Wet your whistle.
Alrighty. I feel like I'm going absolutely crazy for this being an argument, and I need someone objective to tell me if I fucked up. Bleep. My girlfriend is a French fry bandit. She always takes half of my French fries without fail. When we go out and I get a burger with fries, I already know half of them are going to her. My issue is that French fries are one of my favorite foods because I have the palate of a child. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. French fries are freaking amazing. They're like those potato chips in the other video. You just can't stop eating them. They're so good.
I could stop eating them. They were the size of my fingernails.
Well, I couldn't stop eating them.
Wait.
Let's see. So I always get myself a side of a side of fries, and I always ask my girlfriend if she wants fries as well, but it's always a no. But once they show up, half of them go to her. So recently we were out for dinner and I wanted a steak fries. I'm assuming
fries and the big thick fries.
Well, it just says frites, but I'm assuming steak fries. She wanted a salad. I was hungry and admittedly had a bad day and was grouchy, and I asked her if she also wanted fries with her salad. She said no. So when the server came, I ordered for us, and I ordered my steak fries and a salad for her and an extra side of... Oh, I've been double dipping. Whoops. And I ordered an extra side of fries. She said that she didn't want fries, and I said that I wanted extra fries, so we pushed on. When the server dropped off the food, I immediately pushed the extra fries to her. She was upset. She said she didn't want them. Then I said I'd have them. As we got in the car, she told me that I was being a dick and ordering fries for her when she said she didn't want them was incredibly condescending of me to assume that I know she wants fries. The kicker is she ate the extra fries. She wanted the extra fries. I ate my fries and she she ate pretty much the entire side, even though I was planning on eating them. She's been with me for a year, and of course, I know she's going to eat the fries. She does it every time. She's been pissed about it since, and I feel like I'm taking crazy pills on why I'm the here.
You're not
No.
You were thinking ahead.
Yeah, exactly. I think the girlfriend isn't for being like that. I'm sorry, but if Coley ordered me extra fries, I'd be like, thank you.
Yeah, baby.
And I'd probably still eat his fries. I'd eat all of mine, and then I'd probably still eat his.
Hey, Greg, what's my favorite food?
We're waiting for your response, Greg. You better comment on this video, Greg.
All right. Am I the for refusing to follow my friend's parents' house rules and leaving? This is a throwaway account because it is too specific of a story and our friend is on Reddit. My 22 female boyfriend, 23 male, and I have been together since high school, almost 6 years. We just moved in together after I graduated in May. We're not officially engaged yet, but planning to get married once he finishes grad school. An old friend from high school invited us to his family's beach house for the holiday last weekend. When we got there Friday, we realized his mom and dad were spending the weekend too, which is fine. It's their house and they seem to have their own plans for the weekend. They were happy to let us do our own thing during the days, and they had drinks in the hot tub with us Friday evening and were actually pretty cool. But that night, when my boyfriend and I started getting ready for bed, our friend's mom pulled me aside and said that my boyfriend would need to sleep on the couch in the living room instead of with me in the guest room because we aren't married. I was surprised because our friend hadn't mentioned this, and my boyfriend and I lived together and everything. I said, okay, but felt really uncomfortable. I have trouble sleeping in my in new places, and sleeping next to my boyfriend helps. My boyfriend also was annoyed he had to sleep on an uncomfortable couch when there's a perfectly good bed. So we decided it would be best to get a hotel in town and meet up with our friend the next morning. When we told our friend, he was kind of weird about it, but said, okay. So we left and checked into our hotel. The next morning, we called to see what time our friend wanted to meet up. He seemed mad and he couldn't hang out, and that his mom and dad flipped out at him for letting us go to a hotel and said we didn't appreciate their hospitality. So we ended up just doing our own thing for the weekend and not seeing our friend at all. Our friend texted us today, Monday, saying he was really angry that we couldn't have slept apart for just 2 nights just to make his parents happy, and that we won't be invited to Friendsgiving this year. He hosts for our high school friend group every year. So are we leaving and getting our own place? No.
I don't think so.
I mean, if there had been a better bed, I mean, if the couch is uncomfortable, if it's not a pull-out sofa, it's just like a couch, then I can see them wanting to get a hotel room. And you want it when you're on a vacation, you want to be comfortable. You don't want to be sleeping on a freaking couch. And now, I understand the parents have old ways, they believe in marriage and you shouldn't be sleeping together before marriage, and that's fine. But when you left to go to the hotel room, it should not have offended his parents because it wasn't the hospitality. It was just that you're a couple and wanted to be a couple on vacation.
Yeah.
I I would have left.
Yeah.
Actually, if I had the bed, I would have waited for Greg to say, "Hey, we gotta go."
I don't know, cause so knowing my dad,
Hi, Dad.
Hi, father.
Is this juicy?
This is juice, by the way, Dad. Juice.
And you watched me pour pineapple juice in there. So.
Yeah, and this is what juice is this?
It was like something tropical.
It wasn't like guava, was it?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's good, but it's juice. Anyway, like knowing my dad, he probably would have done the same thing, but like knowing my mom, she probably would have like convinced him otherwise. I don't know, but I don't think that they're for it. I mean, like you said, they wanted to spend time together.
And what say you old people out there? I shouldn't even be saying that because I'm old. And I didn't even hold up the microphone. Hope you caught that.
But like, I don't. It's not like the parents paid for the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if maybe the parents paid for the hotel room, I would have been like, okay, like you. Then I could see, well, you couldn't just have stayed, apart for a couple nights or whatever. Right. But they pay. If they paid for the hotel room, then why?
It's dumb. I mean, I get it. They don't want people sleeping together when they're not married.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people believe it.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot what I was gonna say.
What'd you say?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna come to me when I close your gate leaving. That's when I'm gonna remember what I was gonna say.
when you hear Carly.
Yeah.
Carly.
No thanks. Dude, after the other day, after we filmed that video, I was so scared leaving your house because it was after dark when I left again. And I mean, I didn't hear anything this time,
Well,
but
if all the lights go out in the whole neighborhood and you hear it, just drive through the gate. I'm just kidding. Don't drive through my gate.
I have a cattle guard on my truck, so I can just.
Don't you dare. All you have to do is shut the gate. It's already open.
Yeah. Well, if she left it open, I don't know if she did. She.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was gonna say. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on this dating horror story video / Am I the Ahole video.
Yeah.
And in closing, there's always room for one more horse.
That's per my horse, not my husband.
Love you, Colby.
Love you, Greg. Just keep getting bays.
He will never know.
They all look the same. To the men.
See, with Colby,
I can tell the diff. I can tell them apart.
With Colby, he would notice because we only have 3, so he would notice.
Nope. I can tell my bays apart just by looking down the field.
Yeah.
He can't even remember their names. Just a select few. This is a true story.
Greg, do better. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.